exile and the exodus and the redemption. The exile of Shemos, the exile of Egypt and the redemption is history, happened thousands of years ago, but it's also the future. It's like the back scene, behind the curtains, behind the scenes of how the Geula will unfold. And we don't have to be afraid that the Avos are left back in Bereshis, in the book of Bereshis, because they all passed away. They're coming with us into Shemos. They're coming with us into the winter. They're always with us to guide us, to lead us, like a mommy. What is a mommy? Always, always comforting and always kind and always loving. And that's the tzaddikim. That's Moshe Rabbeinu. That how you just said, when did Hashem reveal himself in the burning bush? After Moshe Rabbeinu ran after the little sheep, and the sheep was so thirsty, and then he said, you must be so tired from running, and he carried him on his shoulders. Hashem said, he's who I want to lead my children. I want him to be the leader of the Jewish people, because he was so kind, so motherly, so giving, so nurturing. Remember, Avram Avinu also ran with a little to find a sheep that had gone astray. And where did he end up? Remember? Mars Hamachpelah. Yeah, he ended up right there finding this cave, which is the entrance to Gan Eden. And how much Hashem loves when we're kind to each other. And like Judy was saying about being mean or giving rebuke or hurting someone with words, certainly not to a child, not to an adult, and certainly not to a child. There's a way to rebuke softly and gently, like you had asked, like she said. How do you remember?
How did you remember how you felt?
Yeah. And also to do it privately.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's so important.
People don't know yet. And so you spoil your children's lives accidentally by not knowing how to do it.
So we ask
and it's
Hashem.
too late once you're old.
Well, they're
So
forgiving.
you've messed up all these people's lives.
But they're forgiving, and we mean well. We don't mean to mess up their lives. We mean to be good, and we're not perfect either.
We're humans.
And they chose us before they were born. I want you. I want you. And so, God willing, they're going to turn out just beautifully, because we don't give up on anyone, not on ourselves.
And it's never too late to say, I'm sorry, and strive to be there for them now.
Yes. And for each other, friends, for everyone, spouse.
Never too late to say, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, or whatever, and strive to be there now.
Yes. At any age. They're 60 and we're 80. Any age, 90, 100, 119,
Right.
any age.
We're always doing tshuva. We can always be loving
and fix things and not give up. Like the quote says, if you believe that you ruined something, believe you can fix it.
Right.
We're big on I ruin, but we're very small on fix.
That's what helped me. Rabbi Nachman, I read those leaflets, they lifted me and they changed me. Completely.
They also lifted me.
They took guilt away, they took self-hatred away. They really amazing.
What they did for me, of these pamphlets, I was like on the floor where, the cartoons where Donald Duck goes on the floor, but a minute later he's up and running again. I wasn't not a cartoon person. I was on the floor out. It got lifted, rejuvenated, had life blown into me again for Hashem. And
what leaflets?
There's little booklets written by Nosho, I think his name is. He's his friend. It was the friend of Rabbi Nachman that wrote down things that he said for the ordinary people who just understand it and grow. Grow what you are, be what you are. It's wonderful.
And you're wonderful as you are. Try a little more. We all can. You're so wonderful. You're so precious. You're so good. You start to believe it. I'm wonderful. I'm precious. I'm good. Nobody ever said that. I never realized that. Realize it, and then the sky's the limit. I can be precious, wonderful, and good.
Never too late. Really?
Today is
all
the
bits
first
of
day of the,
jigsaw.
today is
Even
the
a bad
day.
apple, you think, well, that's a
Yesterday's
bad
gone
person, the
forever.
black
Tomorrow,
piece.
who
But
knows?
they
Today's the
maintain
day to
but
live
the
it,
jigsaw, that's
to
a
its
beautiful
fullest,
picture.
to
That's
enjoy
what
it,
Hashem showed me.
to be alive. It's
I didn't know that. But Hashem
gives
showed
us
me
life,
that
you know,
you can
such
judge people, a
excitement.
bad person, they shouldn't be part of God's people.
Hashem.
But they are. They're very important.
So it's a new sefer. It's a story of the exile and the redemption. Hashem told Yaakov, "I will go down with you to Egypt, and I will come up with you." He's in Egypt, like it says here. Hashem descends with us to Egypt, and He also brings us out, and as He will in the future. And this is a story of what we went through and how Hashem brought us out, and what we learn for our lives today. So, like Judith said, after Moshe was carrying the sheep, he reached. Hashem revealed Himself in the burning bush, and that was on Mount Moriah, Hara Moriah, the holiest place, the Beit Hamikdash. It smells good. Moriah is like a good smell, a good, beautiful scent. The korbanos were a beautiful scent. Serving Hashem makes such a beautiful scent. It smells so good. It's so comforting, and so for our neshama, the scent of korbanos, the scent of prayer, the scent of being a good Jew. And so he tells Moshe to throw down his stick. What are you holding? He asks him, and Moshe Rabbeinu says, "I have a stick here." And he said, "Throw it down," and the rod turned into a snake. Moshe jumped away, got scared.
Oh wait,
And-
did this happen in front of Paro or no? Or,
No, before.
Oh, before. Oh, that's right.
Not one of the 10, it's before.
Yeah.
And then Hashem said to him, hold its tail. And it turned back into a stick, into a rod. And what's going on here? Moshe was afraid to take the job because he didn't feel us Jewish people were worthy enough that we would listen to him, and we would turn back from the 49th level of impurity of that we were in Egypt. And he didn't realize how great Hashem's Rahmanis, kindness, is on us. He didn't realize how much Hashem loves him. Even he, Moshe, who was so kind and so full of rachamim.
I'm just picturing the staff turning into a snake and trying to imagine what Moshe Rabbeinu might have felt like intense fear and awe at the same time, but then being told, now grab its tail. What an intense moment, right?
Very.
And who wants to grab the tail of a snake? I mean, but then to go with that complete emunah and bitachon and trust in Hashem to overcome.
Wow.
I know that. What an intense moment, right?
Yes, very, very. We learn from him. We learn from him.
Right.
Jump into the lake, like Nachshon. Jump into the water. Hashem is with you.
So exactly. Even in our darkest, scariest moments, we still have to grab the tail of the snake, or jump in, like Nachshon, right?
I'm really scared of that man that was here this morning, and that's why I screamed.
I didn't see anyone.
So as much as you can stay away from
I try to avoid him. I cross over the road,
sometimes you
but he
just-
doesn't notice me.
I didn't see anyone.
No, he's friends with Judy.
Oh, Hashem should protect.
She doesn't. She said he's a nice man.
Parsha?
I don't know.
No,
what
I don't know what his name.
He always says to me a strange word. He says, the book, like that, when he sees me.
Oh dear.
And I don't know what it means, but I don't think it seems very nice. It's like
Ignore him.
It's like a curse or something.
He
Yeah.
can't
It's
curse
not
it. He can't curse it.
Well,
Just
what does
a
that
bad
word mean?
name.
Why does
It's
it
an
say?
ugly name.
Anyway, I just
If you
cross
can.
over the road.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
bit.
but I opened the door to come in, and there he was.
Yeah, right.
The man I try not to see was right in front of me.
If he's a friend of Judy's, there's got to be something good about
Yeah,
it.
that's what she said. She said he's not bad, but she doesn't know what he's like.
No, it's just something in your
And also-
chemistries that don't like each other. Like
I have no idea.
two positives that
Oh, where's my
need to
phone?
So-
know it.
Sounds like two negatives.
Hashem said to Moshe, Moshe said to Hashem, I don't know what to do. I don't think they're going to listen to me. They're so far gone. They're in the 40. And he didn't realize. So you know what Hashem said to him? Hang on to the tail. I'm going to show you that you could redeem them. I'm going to show you how you could do it. I'm going to show you who they truly are. And what did Hashem do at that point? He told Moshe, throw the stick down. What is a stick? Stick symbolizes like my wand. I can move my wand to the right or to the left. I can choose right or wrong. I can choose. It's my koach, my strength of bechira, of choosing. And Moshe chose right. He chose good. But we down here on the ground, most of us sometimes choose not good. And the results are a snake. But in that snake, which is scary and awful and low, and we think it's like the epitome of sin, a snake, going around and sneaky and trying to get in and in that snake is good. And so Hashem said, hold on to the tail, one end of the snake, one little hair at the end of the snake, and it turns back to a rod, to a stick. If we can find the one little good in each of us, in ourselves especially, we'll turn back into something good, into choosing good. We'll turn back into somebody who's ra'ui, who's worthy of being redeemed in our personal life. And you see, the Yetzer Hara is so powerful and tries so hard to convince us, and often so successfully. You're not nothing. You're not going to ever become something. You're not going to make it. Give up on yourself. You're terrible. You're bad. You're lazy. You're whatever. You're full of bad midos. Look what you did.
My mind.
Well, he says it to all of us. Certainly me and you, for starters. And then Hashem comes and says, you're beautiful. You're precious. You're so good. And he even looks for that little good that could be at the end of the tail of the snake. And he holds on to that tail. And from that, I lift myself up. Oh, I can be a good person. Oh, I can do tshuva. Oh, it's not too late, like you said. And this is the tail looking for the good points in every Jew until we choose. We choose to do good. I'm going to make today a good day. I'm going to make you proud of me, Papa, in heaven. I'm going to make you proud of me. And I'm going to do good. And then Hashem, it's like he's like winking. He says, I'm proud of you, my dear daughter. You did well. You did well. I'm proud of you. Continue on your path. And just today I read in the elevator.
In the elevator?
Yeah, not here.
Funny.
This is a big plus in living in Eretz Yisrael, and thankfully living in the building I live in. It's like 14 flights. 7 are underground. 7 are minus, and then 7 maybe above. 12 flights. And I go down to -6. So you think I live in a dungeon, but because it's on a hill, on a mountain, out my window, I see mountains and I see the tops of clouds. I'm above the clouds sometimes when they're low clouds. And in the elevator, my elevator, there's different sayings for the day, like chizuk, like not to talk lashon hara, to start Shabbos early, to love Shabbos, to be excited, all the good things. But my elevator was broken, so I had to go around to the next elevator, the next entrance. And in that elevator, it said, B'tach b'Hashem, he quoted King David until B'tach b'Hashem v'asei tov. Trust in Hashem and do good.
Somebody's putting them up there.
Yeah, every day. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Every day
a new one. Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
it's
nice.
beautiful, called Chizuk Yomi. And so I said, that is such a beautiful pasuk. And I went on to explain, when you be talking to Hashem, you could do good because you're not afraid. You're not too take it up with yourself. You can think of others, do good. You could daven and learn and do chesed because I'm trusting in Hashem. You don't have to say, no, it's all on my shoulders. And then we get so tired and so knocked out that how much good can we do? We're just trying to breathe, just trying to survive, just trying to, get a meal on the table. Tach Hashem, get it off your shoulders. He's taking care of you. Vasei tov, and then you'll be able to do good. And I loved it so much. I said, boy, I want to share this with my friends today. I said, I can't share everything on the elevator. Then in the taxi, I opened up my Tehillim And you're not going to believe this, but it's true. Can't get to the and bring M to you. It's true. I was up to here and I open up, and what does it say? The third pasuk, it says, B'tach b'Hashem b'seito. Trust in Hashem and do good. I said, I think Hashem, this is your way of telling me, share it. Good morning. Good morning. You came here and you're here. Yay. So that's why 37 Lamed Zion. Pasuk number 3. And so I said, okay, Hashem, if this is you telling me, share, I'm on, we're on this together. So this is it in English. Trust in Hashem and do good. When we have trust in Hashem, we'll have the koach and the simcha. And we won't be, like our shoulders will be light enough to dance through the day, to get through the day, and to do good, and to look for good, how we can do something even better. Like I once read in the Jewish press. Did anyone here ever read or hear of the Jewish press? It goes back a while. Maybe you say, of course, and I think everyone else says, what?
Like, can we read the Jewish press on Shabbos or not?
So Rabbi Mendel, I think it was him, had or somebody had like a quote for the week, and it said, we should be like on a boat. They used to have people go up top and climb up and look around to see if any other boats. Today we have radar, today it's all on computer, it's all electronic, but he would look and see if any boat is coming closer, and he would tell the captain we have to steer to the right, left. And he said we should be like that man. We should look around. Who needs a chesed? Who needs a good word? Who needs a smile? And when we're believing in Hashem, it's much easier to do it. It's even possible. It's even fun because we're not weighed down with my problems and it's all on me. No, throw it on him and do good. So I was excited to see that. And so Hashem's, I want to talk about what Hashem told Moshe then. And we're going to find this in the second page, number 3. It's can I ask you what you're reading to us today? Number 2. So let's first start with number 3. It's chapter number 3, second page, chapter 3, pasuk 7. Here's the pages also, if you'd like. Who would like to read it in Hebrew? Vayomer.
ויאמר השם ראו ראיתי את אני עמי אשר במצרים ואת צעקתם שמעתי מפני נוגסת כי ידעתי את מכאובה.
Terrific. Maxine, Miriam, can you read us in English?
And Hashem continued, I have seen well the plight of my people in Egypt and have heeded their outcry because of their taskmasters. Yes, I am mindful of their sufferings.
Wow. And Rashi says, just in short, I set my heart, I notice them, I understand their problems. I have not hidden my eyes from their distress, nor have I stopped listening to their cry. When a person's alone and thinks nobody sees me, nobody cares about me, nobody notices what I'm going through, Hashem, just look at this Rashi. Hashem says, I know what you're going through. I see you. I see you. I love you. I care about you. I understand your problems. I'm not hiding from it. And I'm taking care of you. So when we realize that we're really never alone and that Hashem is so close in everything we do and so caring in our problems, and certainly he's happy with our happiness, then we know that we're not alone, and then we can go through so much more. That's B'tach B'Hashem, when we trust in Hashem.
Can I tell my story?
Oh, sure.
Twice I've been planning to have lunch by myself on Shabbat, and each time at the Friday night meal, somebody there invited me for the next day. So I said, Hashem doesn't want me to be alone. He sends these people on Shabbat itself. I already have my meal on the plot. Yeah, I have the plata on ready for the next day. Nope.
Wow.
And they were all nice too.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Smart women, nice. Here, you weren't invited, so you made your own lunch.
Right.
And then Friday night, you gotta come to me. You have to. And you did.
One time it was because somebody was coming the next day that I knew, and the host didn't know. So they said, "Oh, you need to come tomorrow. We'll surprise her." And it was raining a little bit. She didn't show up.
See, Hashem meant for you to go. Baruch Hashem. Hi, Tzipi. Hi from all of us.
Is she okay?
Are you feeling good?
I am feeling fine. I'm in Jerusalem. I'm visiting with Sylvia, and so
Oh,
I had her
wonderful.
listening too.
Good. Send warm regards to Sylvia. Great.
Ryder?
I will
Ryder,
definitely
she's-
do that.
Hello, Sylvia. We love you.
She's not there now. She
Oh.
was, but
Who's saying that? Who said hello
Dina.
to Sylvia? We love you.
Dina.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, love from all of us. So Hashem said, Ra'o Ra'iti, I have seen the problems of my children. And what he's saying is, I see that they sinned, and I see that they're going to come back. I'm waiting for them, believing in them. I'm rooting for them that they're going to come back. And I see their goodness. And that was the burning bush. The bush was burning totally, but it didn't disappear. That's the Jewish soul. As much as we can be pushed down by fire, by things that are not holy, by things that are not mitzvahs, and we don't disappear, because the Jewish soul is forever. It's eternal with Hashem. It's above everything, and Hashem believes in us. So we should certainly believe in ourselves.
Does anybody know how big the bush was?
No.
I'm just curious, how big was the bush? Was it like a little thing?
No,
Was
it was quite
big? I
big.
mean, but I'm just wondering if there's any midrashim to say what was the size? Was it the size of the house?
No, it was burning. It was literally
I'm
burning.
just curious.
Interesting. If you find out, I would like to know. Yeah.
Nobody filmed it at the time. There's no film. That's right.
Everything's possible.
How big was it?
I don't
know if you see
the
peanuts. There's a thorn bush that some people say was the kind of bush that was burning. And it's like not so big, not so small.
Just right.
Just right.
That's right. So Hashem taught Moshe to look only at the good. Hashem taught Moshe the tzaddik, and every tzaddik is called after Moshe. A true tzaddik looks at our good, and Hashem said, I know they're going to sin, they'll yet sin, but I know that they're going to return. Hashem has so much love and trust and in us, in his children. And each of us feel, well, I'm not good, I'm broken, I'm a failure, I'm just. That's not true. That's the Yitzhar. That's the Nachat. That's the snake talking to us. Hashem talking to us, it's the opposite. And so he showed Moshe, when you hold on to the tail of the snake, it easily turns back to the rod, to the stick. We easily can come back to who we truly are, because we're not the bad, and we're not the fallen, and we're not in a dark low. We might be there physically. We might even be convinced that we're there truly, but we're not. The truth is, like that, we can turn back to who we truly are, and we're waiting, and that's going to bring the Geula in Ritz Hashem, and that's the main thing of the Geula. May it come very, very soon. And so I'd like to go back to number 2. That's on the first page, and this talks about the burning bush. It might answer your questions. It might. It's number 2. Who could? Oh, Pachachana, could you read us?
Vayera Malach Hashem elav Bas mitoch asne.
Oh, good. Let me interrupt a sec. A messenger of Hashem appeared to him, Moshe, in a blazing fire out of a bush.
V'yar v'hinei asne v'er v'esh v'hasinei eneinu ochal ve'esh.
Very beautiful. He gazed and he saw there was a bush all aflame, and yet the bush was not consumed. That is the miracle of the Jewish people, the Jewish nation, and the Jewish soul in each of us. That we're above. We're above because we're one with Hashem, and because how much He loves us and believes in us, and that will bring the geula. And all of us need that hug. All of us need that reinforcement and reassurance and caring. There's a story in World War II when the Allies came to free them. And so there was a Jewish soldier, and he said to each of them, to all the group of children, they looked like they were 10, 15 years old, we're here to save you. Don't be afraid anymore. I'm going to give you food. We're going to give you clothing. And he saw one boy that looked particularly broken and like, all bones and so like hungry, emaciated, so scared. And he went up to him and he told him all this. They didn't share the same language. He didn't speak Yiddish or Polish. And he just felt so much. He was crying as he was talking. So that's above words. And then he gave this boy a hug, a long, 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 warm hug, which comforted him more than words could. And then he looked to the side. There's like all the boys are lining up for their hug. Wow. There was a different line. They each had a cup or a bowl to get the soup, and they were starving, but they were starving more for a hug. And this is what he gave to each one of them, and this is what gave him the strength to continue. And my brother, Fushleima Yoel Mordechai ben Chayka, so he's also.
I have Yoel Mordechai ben Chayka.
Yeah, that's also good. Either way is good. And he's in a way that it's very, very hard. Sometimes he communicates. Yesterday he gave me a bracha and he was happy to talk to me. And the simcha of being he went a month or two ago to Costa Rica. The simcha of being with his children and grandchildren is giving him, like that hug, giving him the hope.
Where does he live?
He lives in Michigan. And he went there to visit, and because of his health issues, they're staying there for a while. And God willing, Hashem will make them all better. But I'm saying the hug and the love and the simcha is merapeh. It brings us. So B'tach B'Hashem, when we realize He's with me, He loves me, He votes for me, He has a vote of confidence for me. I say, Tov, what's left? Just have a good day. Just have a good day. Just live. To worry about it, Hashem's worrying about it. Do something about it? Yes, I have to do something. But with all that anxiety and worry and fear, no, just do it. Trust in Hashem and do good. It sort of like gives us permission. It's the second part of the pasuk. B'tach b'Hashem v'asei tov. You can do it. You can do it. Leave it up to Hashem, and you can do it. You can do whatever. And when they cried out from pain, the Jewish people, from the avodah, from the hard work, they were so broken, they couldn't even daven, they couldn't even pray. Well, all that was left was they could cry out. They could cry. That's all they had inside of them. They couldn't even formulate words. And you know what? Hashem took that cry, and Vayeda Elohim, He knew what to do. He saw them. He saw the pain. In Ladino, which is a different language close to Spanish, Vayeda, He knew, is apiado, which means overflowing with mercy. He was overflowing with mercy for them and knew exactly what they needed and took care of them. He knows our pain, even pain that nobody else sees or nobody else knows. And He remembers the bris with the Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. And the same official Schechter said when his mother went through the Holocaust, and there was days she was just going to give up. It was too hard, emotionally, physically, everything, spiritually, he just couldn't. She would dream of her father giving her a drink. And she said that gave her cough to go one more day, to continue one more day. And there was another man. The water was rationed, and there was a big war going on, and they had to go in between the artillery to dodge it to get to the place where they could get a bucket of water. And he finally got there, and there was a boy crying, and he helped him, the boy, and they walked back up the hill. And then the boy says, "I'm thirsty. I haven't had anything to drink for days." So the man went all the way back down the hill, filled up his pail, and carried it up, dodging the shots. And he saved him. He was so thirsty. And he saved this little boy. And some 50, 60 years later, there was a girl in Yerushalayim. She was 31 years old. She had trouble finding a shidduch. And Baruch Hashem, the shadchan suggested the matchmaker, a very good guy, and they were engaged. And so her father went to pay him. He said, "You don't have to pay me. Your father paid me many years ago. I was that boy. I was that boy." So Hashem, generations, always makes things come out more than perfect. The puzzle that fits more than all the pieces together fits perfectly. We just hang on and Bituach Hashem. What's left on our end? I'll say just to do good, to live the day and to do good. And may we be zocha. The whole parsha, the whole book starts the Eila Shemos. These are the names of the Jewish people. What's in a name? So Yehudi spoke about a name. A name is our essence. She said parents have Ruach HaKodesh. They have divine inspiration naming a child. The name is who I am. And if a person stays with their name after 120 years, the Chevra Kadisha, that's the burial society, says, "Vergesst nicht dein Numen." Don't forget your name, because the name is part of me. The name is a holy part of who I am. It's my shlichus. It's my message. It's what I have to do in this world. It's my essence, and don't forget it. And we have at the end of the Shemot Esrei, which we say 3 times a day. We some of us say the pasuk of our name, meaning the first letter and the last letter is the first and last letter of my name. For example, Miriam would start with a mem and it would end with a mem. And that will help us to remember our name, because we're seen by our name. What does it say that Hashem, these are the names of the Jewish people. He already counted us. He already knows our names. Why did he count us again? And Rashi says, because he, Lodia Chivasam, how much he loves us. Again, it's his love for us. When you call someone by their name, for example, when Hashem called Moshe, he often would say Moshe, Moshe. He would call him twice. Isn't it enough to say one Moshe? The first one, okay, I'm calling you and I want to get your attention. The second one is, I love you. I love you.
And I saw it as edut, that nobody can dispute. I mean, here you have a Torah, you have all these words, but you have actual people, you have actual names. Who can dispute that there were these names and that's your family history?
Very good
and
point.
The names are the edut
that it's true.
These people were edut.
Very good.
So it's good to have the names. See, you have names here. It's like a petition. What's edut?
Witness.
Nobody can come along and say witness. Witness. Witness and witness. And edut is like a testimony that what we are reading is not a fairy tale, and that people can't come along and say
it was made up.
You made up all these names. I mean, these names were not made up, but these people did not exist. Not only the land exists, but people.
Exactly. Beautiful. And a name, people love to be called by their name. I read in How to Make Friends and Influence People by what's his name? That's ironic. What's his name? Help me. What? Very well known.
That's very funny, Miriam.
But anyway, in his book,
It's true.
What's it called, Miriam?
How to Make Friends
When
and
I hear
Influence
calling
People.
my name Dina, not by my American English name, but by my Hebrew name, there's something in my neshama, my heart, that is so happy.
connects. It's a connection.
Connects to
Yeah.
me. And
Miriam.
No, I don't. No, I hate that name.
Okay.
Not because of you, because I don't like the name on me. I can't identify myself, and I wonder who the hell
So
am
you
I?
can put both together
Well,
until
yes,
you
I
feel
just
that
want to
Miriam
be-
is me. Maxine Miriam.
Dale
I don't
Carnegie.
feel right.
Dale Carnegie. Wow, he gave courses.
I haven't got one. I don't want one.
Did you hear of Dale? Did you ever hear of him? He spoke a lot in his.
You can give yourself a name.
I don't want to.
It's very important.
you can discuss. Why do you have to?
Dale Carnegie spoke in his book about the name of a person. He said, "What is the most beautiful word in the language that you speak?" And he answered, "Your name." Because
you said Dale
Carnegie. Dale Carnegie.
Is he Jewish?
He probably was. Because it has to be Jewish.
Yeah,
to
after
put up with
Elvis Presley was.
All right, so that's that.
So he said that the most beautiful thing is when somebody remembers our name. Now his point often was that if you want to get the job, you want to make the loan, you want them to lend you the money, you want to get the client, you start by saying, "Hi, Mr. Schwartz. Hi." And then they feel, "Wow, I'm an important person. I was remembered." It's not doing it as a selfish reason. But what Hashem, when he remembers that name, it's for chiva, it's for love. And if we can do it, his point was good, but I don't want to learn his reason behind the point, which he was saying how to make more money, how to influence people, how to get them to vote for you or to hire you. But this was how to show somebody you're beloved, how to show somebody that you care about them. Because otherwise I'm nameless, I'm faceless. Nobody will notice if I'm here or not. I used to feel that as a child. I was in shul. I remember it was slichos. And there were like 6 of us from my class. I must have been 11 maybe, sitting on the bench. And I was like sitting the last one, a little, like nobody's noticing me. And one of them said, come, join us, to somebody else. Here, you can sit over there. Oh, Judy's on that chair. Like it's taken. No. It's taken. So like I even felt smaller, But if you see and you're a person and they know your name, well, I must be worth something. I must
really
be
happen?
real. I didn't make it up. Yeah.
How old were you?
Maybe 11. Maybe
Oh,
11.
okay, so maybe you started to have some self-awareness.
Yeah, 11 and a half. I hope so. Yeah.
I don't think
And
I remember. I was never self-aware. I don't think until I was 40.
I think till last week I wasn't self-aware. Anyway.
What happened last week?
I woke up named Sunlighter. I'm a late bloomer. That's no, Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. I thank Hashem. I thank Hashem for everything. For everything. Yeah. And it helped me to grow and helped me to Hashem, you know me. You know my name. You call my name. You love me. To you, I'm very special.
Knew your name because you were always causing trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's why I caused trouble, so they would remember me. Because, for Hashem, we hope to use all the pain and all the wildness and all the mischief for Hashem, and for you, Hashem, to give you nachas.
You were probably a little mischievous, weren't you?
Tall.
The teacher.
There was a great Rav, his yahrzeit, the day that he passed away is Yotes, which is in a couple days, the 19th of Teves. His name was, he was known for the book that he wrote, a big, beautiful, big sefer, which might ring a bell. Ketzos HaChoshen. It's something to do with the Gemara. It's a very, very common, important sefer that's probably in every shul and every yeshiva. And how did he write it? He wrote it when he was a young man. He was very, very poor from Poland, Russia area. He didn't have a penny to his name. He didn't have enough money to heat the house. And so how did he write the book, the sefer? Under his covers, where he had a little warmth. And sometimes it was so cold, even there, that the pen would freeze. And he would blow on it and hold it in his hand. The Ketzos HaShulchan. His name was Reb Aryeh Leib Heller, but he was known as the sefer that he wrote, Ketzos HaShulchan. And They were so poor when he was growing up with his brother. They only had one shirt and a Torah. How are they going to get to Cheder? His father wanted them to learn Torah. That was their joy in life. So they shared the shirt, and they only one pair of. He gave him their.
What do you mean? One day he went to Cheder.
No, I think they wrapped it around them.
Two people in one shirt.
And also, they didn't have shoes. So his father gave them his shoes. He gave his right shoe for one son and his left shoe. And they sort of hopped together in the shirt to Cheder. And Rabbi Fischel Schachter, who said this story, said, if they came in my class, someone like that, two brothers, I would probably send them to the principal. They want to disrupt and make fun and have a day of laughing instead of learning. That's how they were. They were very poor in those days. We can't imagine it. And yet they were very happy. They were very happy with what Hashem gave them. And the Rebbe Rabunim says, Pirkei Avos is the ethics of our fathers. In it, it says, you should eat a bread with salt. You should drink water, but a certain amount, not like, a lot of water, a certain amount of water. And you should sleep on the floor. And then you'll live a good life. Then you'll live a life. And he stresses, pas b'melech, eat bread with salt, tochal, but eat it with a geschmack, enjoy it, eat it with a teavon, with a hearty appetite. Mayim b'sura tishta, you should drink water, a certain amount of water. Tishta, drink it, make a l'chaim on the water. Enjoy the water. The alarz tishat, and sleep on the ground. Enjoy your sleep. Say Shema and enjoy your sleep. Reminds you of the story of the Tom, the simple one. He had nothing except for water and bread. And when he ate that bread, he said to his wife, thank you, this most delicious steak I've had in a long time. And when she gave him water, that's all they could afford. Thank you, this is soup. It's almost like Dina soup. He didn't say that, but had he had your soup, he would have. And he loved it. And he said, this is the most delicious, special wine. Thank you very much. They had one outfit, one warm coat, and they would take turns. You never saw them together because one's wearing it and the other one's at home. But he had a minhag, and I like his minhag very much. Hayalo minhag hayatamit b'simcha. He had a custom of always being happy. And so we can take that from him. You don't need all the luxuries in the world to be happy. In fact, people that are well-to-do or very well-to-do, didn't you say, are often very not happy. Right. So thank God for what we have. Thank God for Hashem for what we have. Now we could say whatever we want. So my son works, well,